Welcome to CNE here, where you come for all of your media needs. My name is Ray.
It's your boy Nicky JJ.
And today, we're reviewing a Netflix original, Daybreak.
Created by Brad Payton and Aaron Eli Colette, starring a bunch of kids and Matthew Broderick. Daybreak is all about a post-apocalyptic world in which somehow high schoolers have all survived and parents have been turned into ghoulies, which are like zombie-like creatures. I'm not gonna lie, this first episode in the season was really good.
Okay.
You know, I was getting the Ferris Bueller meets Resident Evil vibes.
Okay.
And that's not because Matthew Broderick is in it, but when he finally showed up, I thought that was awesome too.
TV show or the game?
The TV show.
I'm talking about Resident Evil. The movie or the game?
The movie.
Okay.
The movie. And I was like, oh, this is awesome. You know, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be quirky. It's gonna be upbeat. I'm liking the jokes. It almost had a dash of a Zombieland too. How it kind of set up. So I was like, oh, this could be really fun writing.
Person feel.
Yeah, it could be really fun. The rest of the season kind of did not deliver what that first pilot episode gave me, unfortunately. The jokes just weren't there. The level, and I hate to say this because I try to like allow some things, but the level of appropriation in this show got to a point where I was like, yeah, this is too much. Like, this is just too much. You know, it's just so much of black culture that's just overly used in the wrong way. And it's like, yeah, that's not, don't do that. That's not it. That's not it, my guy. And the show has moments throughout the season, but overall, it was background noise.
This show is like when
it was background noise.
This show is like when the not cool kid try to be cool, right?
Oh, where you going?
It's that show that has this concept that ain't half bad, and they really go for it. They really go for it, but everybody can see that you still the geek that nobody really likes.
Yeah.
And that's what this show really is. And this show, which is crazy, as you was talking about the description, I didn't even think of this when I was watching. This show reminds me of a terrible version, a live-action terrible version of a beloved childhood cartoon, codenamed Kids Next Door. This is a show in which anybody over the age of either 18, I think it is, has been turned into ghoulies, like you said earlier. And they essentially got to protect themselves and fight these ghoulies. That's not the
kids do.
The kids do. That's not the premise of the whole show. The show kind of go in a different direction. It kind of should have stayed there maybe. And that's what the codename Kids Next Door did. They fought the adults, right? They weren't ghoulies, but they were adults. They were quite younger, and the show was a lot better. But that still was the premise, right? This show never really did it. It never really took it there. It tried. Like I said earlier, it really did try. But it never really got to the point of a show that you would want to watch. The first episode, don't forget it.
I know.
The first episode was good, and it just tapered off. It was like it started at like an 8, and it just kind of slowly dipped down the scale, and the TV show followed. They do have moments that in the show where they talk about certain constructs that we have in society. They talk about what kids go through in a way over dramatic way because of course it's dealing with, you know, post-apocalyptic times. It's just not the best show that's done something like this, and it's not nothing that we haven't seen. It's a whole bunch of things that are very. It's a whole bunch of things that we've seen before, but none that was done right.
Yeah. While you were talking, it actually reminded me of another show, and I hope I'm remembering the name of the show I'm thinking of. Skins.
Yeah, I love that show.
Yeah, I know you do.
Yeah.
It reminded me of Skins, not
the American version.
Yeah, not the American version. And not because it's great like Skins. Skins is a good show. Because they try to focus on those teenage relationships. But it's just so much bad comedy and appropriation. Don't forget the appropriation here. And then you mix it in with the zombie ghoulie thing. It's a lot going on, and at times it felt a bit overwhelming because the writing for the individual characters wasn't strong enough to make me really care about where things were going. And things weren't going in an exciting way. And so it was either, hey, force myself to care about the angst, care about these relationships, or sit through a zombie TV show with zombies that aren't really coming out, right? And that's the negative. You know, you got to make that choice, and the choice is a tough one to make. Unfortunately, for me, I'm just gonna go ahead and close this. I'm giving this show a 5, and I would only watch it if you are in a situation like we are today. I would not watch this show if things were normal, and I will not watch season 2 because I am assuming I will be back to work.
If there's even a season 2.
Yes, if there is even a season 2 to be watched.
This show would have been a lot better if we could have got the young Shia LaBeouf starring this film. I just want to throw that out there. How to believe it? I think a young Shia would have made this TV show a lot better.
Like he just saw it. Like you just sprinkle him on anything, it's just better.
At the time, even Steven and Holes was some of the best, right?
Great.
And even when we got to Disturbed, he still was kind of a kid getting into it as a dog.
And Transformers.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. Like you said, like he would have made this show crazy. This show really is like a bad teen flick with zombies. That's literally what this is. This is a old school 90s teen flick with zombies.
If this was the 90s, this would be a good show.
It probably would be a good show. You had your geeks, you had your ball jocks, you had your cheerleaders, you had your golf club. Yeah. They tried to play on that old 90s
80s
cliche of how people fit into certain school constructs, and they threw in zombies and said, we got a hit show. You don't. This show, for me, is also a 5. I don't like grading the same as Nikki Tate. I don't. I'm sorry. But when it is what it is. If you quack like a duck, if you cheer like a cheerleader, then you got this show, and it's a 5.
What? Keep it. That completes the review of Daybreak. Again, this show is not winning any awards. Maybe
it is.
Maybe special effects.
Some Razzies. Some Razzle Dazzles coming this way. What's the opposite of the Emmys? Whatever that is.
The best thing about the show is that I got a little bit of Matthew Broderick. I like Matthew Broderick. He gave me Ferris Bueller, like I mentioned before. He gave me Simba. After that, I don't really care what else he gave me because you made my child. You made my life in a lot of ways. So good to see you. I hated that I had to be under these circumstances. But like I always say, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. If you like the show, let us know why you like the show. We might come back to season 2 if you can convince us. You probably can. Make sure you hit the notification bell to stay up to date with all of our reviewing content. And as always, don't forget, you've seen it here. And hopefully you saw it, so you don't have to watch Daybreak. Just skip to something else like Money Heist.